G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on pickleball.com, thoughts on day 2 of the PPA Atlanta Slam, as shared by author Jim Kloss. It was another beautiful day in Atlanta. It was round of 32 action in all 5 pro events. A good day for high seeds. Chalk ruled the day, with the highest seed winning 90% of the matches, except in men's singles. Men's singles remains one of the toughest events to predict. Half of the men's singles matches were won on Wednesday by the lower seed. Number 50, Grayson Golden, is the lowest seed remaining in the tournament, earning him the right to play number 2, Ben Johns, in the round of 16. Upset of the day. In women's singles, number 41, Elena Gut, defeated number 9, Lacey Schneemann, in a thriller. The scores were 13-11, 2-11, 12-10. Gut moves on to the round of 16 and a matchup with number 5, Salome Devite. Another bad day for Jack Sock. On Tuesday, Jack Sock suffered a round of 64 loss in singles. Wednesday was no better. Partnered with Colin Schick, Sock lost in the round of 32 in men's doubles, and he lost in the round of 32 in mixed doubles, paired with Jackie Kawamoto. While Sock remains perhaps the most entertaining player on tour, his results are unfortunately regressing. Ironically, his men's doubles loss was to number 15, Travis Rettenmeier, and Sock's fellow tennis pro convert, Donald Young. Young is starting to have more success on the PPA Tour. Could Young, and not Sock, prove to be the better pickleball pro? Sweet 16. Thursday is the round of 16 in all 5 events. The draws are peppered with top-level matches. Here's one from each event that will be a great match to watch. In men's doubles, number 8, Christian Olsson, Riley Newman, will take on number 9, Tyler Loon, Connor Garnett. This is a rematch from last week's semi-final in Las Vegas. The Vegas match was a great one, and the rematch is must-see pickleball. In women's doubles, number 2, Anna Bright, Rachel Rohrbacher, will take on number 16, Kate Fay, Lena Pagimate. Bright and Fay are MLP teammates and now will have to face off against each other. In mixed doubles, number 6, Tina Pisnik-Deckelbar, will take on number 12, Megan Dizon, Andre Diescu. Both of these teams are capable of making the final, so this round of 16 match will feature top-level play. In women's singles, number 7, Paris Todd, will play number 11, Kate Fay. Fay has made 2 finals in a row. To make a third, she will have to beat a new, tough opponent each day. Finally, in men's singles, number 2, Ben Johns, plays number 50, Grayson Golden. Don't let Golden's number 50 seed fool you. He is an excellent singles player. Golden's powerful style is the type that often gives Johns trouble. Don't be surprised if Golden gives Johns all he can handle and maybe more. Thursday may be the round of 16, but the players are all medal round contenders. Many of these matches will feature winners and medalists from other tournaments. Thanks so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to hit subscribe and like and comment so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Second thing to know, as also shared on pickleball.com, a historic moment, Pickleball Live debuts on Pickleball TV. Wednesday marked the start of something special in the world of pickleball. The post-game show, Pickleball Live, officially debuted on Pickleball TV, following round of 32 coverage of the PPA Atlanta Slam. And it will continue daily at the conclusion of play through Championship Sunday. Welcome into our beautiful Pickleball TV studios here in Santa Monica, California. It's a huge day, the first ever edition of Pickleball Live, said host Steve Weissman as the inaugural live program began. Over the next half hour, we're going to bring you the best highlights, insight, analysis, and the biggest stories in the world of pickleball. Weissman was joined at the desk by analysts Matt Manassi and Cameron Blackwood, who shared their thoughts on some of the more notable matches in the Peach State at Atlanta, Georgia. The voice of pickleball, Dave Fleming, also joined the show live from the host venue. His top story of the day was the performance of a player who recently earned a runner-up finish in mixed doubles at the US Open Tennis in New York City and then hung up his tennis racket for good. It's got to be Donald Young. He's from Atlanta. He's playing on centre court and he gets a big win over another tennis superstar, Jack Sock. So he's moving on, shared Fleming, referencing Young's victory in men's doubles with Travis Rettenmeier. He's talking about building this big pickleball complex. This dude is shifting from tennis to pickleball in a flash. Fleming also commented on the PPA Tour's newly installed close call replay system. It's unbelievably important. Now, there's no question about where the ball is. There's no question on centre court. Did that ball touch the line? Did it not? We'll be able to get all those replays, he said. We love our referees. It makes their jobs easier. And now the players can't wonder, was that ball in or out? And it will actually improve the line calls they make because they know we've got cameras all over them. No pickleball-related broadcast would be complete without a chat about world number one, Anna Leigh Waters, of course, and Pickleball Live delivered in that department too. Manassi commented on her remarkable dominance at such a young age. The 17-year-old remains a perennial Triple Crown threat in every tournament she enters. You can't even really verbalise it. It's kind of like Novak Djokovic 2011 until now. It's that kind of dominance. But Djokovic lost more than 3 times during that reign, and he's not playing doubles and mixed, explained Manassi. It's just physically how she's able to stay in and week out, but more mentally. This domination started when she was 15 years old. She's such a young athlete to be a prodigy and continue this dominance. It's really so impressive. The pickleball coach to the stars also provided Blackwood with a serve lesson. It was an interactive segment that showcased the importance of proper technique. It was an enjoyable debut for a program that definitely appeals to pickleball fans everywhere. It's the fastest growing sport in the country, emphasised Blackwood. I think we're making a name for ourselves, so it's only right and fitting that we finally have Pickleball Live. Third thing to know, as shared on the dinkpickleball.com, how pickleball courts impact home values, real estate. There's an ongoing debate between those who argue that nearby pickleball courts boost real estate values and those who contend that they detract from them. Every week, new stories emerge supporting both sides of the argument. While some buyers see these courts as an attractive amenity, others raise concerns over noise and traffic, which can negatively impact a home's value. Understanding how proximity to pickleball courts influences property values requires a deeper look at buyer preferences, the specific location of the courts, and the balance between the benefits of recreational amenities and the potential drawbacks they bring. The effect of nearby pickleball courts on property values is not straightforward. While some buyers see courts as a perk, others may view them as a detriment. The main issue stems from noise, specifically the repetitive sound of paddles hitting balls, which can disrupt the peacefulness of residential neighbourhoods. Depending on a property's proximity to the courts, this noise can have varying degrees of impact on its value. As we've reported before, noise concerns for some are a real problem. One of the biggest complaints from homeowners near pickleball courts is the constant pop of paddles and balls during games, which can become a major disturbance, especially for those living directly adjacent to the courts. This noise pollution can lower one's overall quality of life, making some potential buyers hesitate to consider a home in proximity. According to recent reports, properties near pickleball courts can experience different value changes based on their exact distance from the courts. Directly adjacent properties, homes located right next to pickleball courts could see a 10 to 20% decline in property values due to noise pollution and traffic from players. 1 to 2 blocks away, properties located slightly further, about 1 to 2 blocks from courts, may experience a 5 to 10% decrease in value. 3+ blocks away, interestingly, homes located 3 or more blocks from the courts could see a 1 to 5% increase in value, benefiting from the convenience of nearby courts without the associated noise. Despite the concerns, realtors are finding ways to turn nearby pickleball courts into a selling point. Having courts nearby can be a huge advantage for buyers who are fans of the sport or live an active lifestyle. Marketing these homes specifically to pickleball enthusiasts or active adult communities can help overcome potential objections and highlight the benefits. Location matters. The specific location of the courts in relation to the home plays a critical role, whether they're seen as a positive or negative feature. Homes that are some distance from the courts but still within walking range may benefit the most, enjoying convenience without the noise. Pickleball courts as a community amenity. In some neighbourhoods, pickleball courts are considered an amenity that brings people together. For these communities, courts are a draw rather than a drawback. They provide a social outlet, foster a sense of community, and can even boost property values for homes that aren't directly impacted by noise. With the surge in pickleball's popularity becoming more and more prevalent, more communities are adding courts, and the real estate implications are becoming increasingly relevant. Fourth thing to know, as shared on the Dink Pickleball newsletter, should you serve first in a pickleball match? Have we been overlooking a major advantage in the game of pickleball? Does the team that serves first have a significant advantage in a match? In singles, the advantage is clear. In doubles, though, most players aren't concerned about who serves first. The advantage appears neutralised by the first team starting on 0-0-2. If you had to choose, would you prefer your team serve first or second? For tournament play, a random draw or the old number one or number two game determines who gets the choice of serve or side to start a match. In recreational play, a park's house rules will usually dictate a side of the court that serves first. But is there an advantage either way? Two pickleball fans crunch the numbers so you don't have to. Elizabethtown Community and Technical College's faculty member Mickey Wright and engineer William Figgery published an article on the statistical impact of serving first in pickleball. After building a mathematical program and running 10,000 match simulations, they found the team that serves first does not have an advantage in games played to 11. However, the advantage becomes statistically significant in games played to 15 points. More importantly, they determined if there is an advantageous side of the court, you should always start on the bad side and should choose that instead of choosing to serve or return. If one player on the team is better at serving, they should start on the right side and serve first. Paddles up.